For every good reason there is to lie, there is a better reason to tell the truth. Let's get into the Derek O'Shea Show. Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show, where we discuss culture, news, politics, and more. Sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to tell your friends and family about the revolution. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with me. It means so much to me. It seriously does. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. Please share this on every social media outlet there is. Tell your friends and family about that. Run in their face, punch them in the face, and say, the Derek O'Shea Show is something that I look forward to every single day. So much so that in the link below, you can get a coffee mug with my face on it and me having my dress held by Hillary Clinton. No big deal. You should look out for that. Also, if you want to support my show, go to buymeacoffee.com/Derek O'Shea Show. Buymeacoffee.com/Derek O'Shea Show. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's $3 a month to be a member, and I will be posting exclusive content on there for members only where you can contact me. Let's get into it. Let me just say today's quote one more time. This is from Bo Bennett. For every good reason there is to lie, there is a better reason to tell the truth. See, in today's world, it seems like politicians, news outlets, corporate media, mainstream media, Twitter, Google, YouTube, social media, likes to do their little white lies, essentially lying, covering up truth, not telling you the full story. Maybe you're only posting hyperbolic headlines. I talked to a coworker the other day and she said, I don't like the news. It stresses me out too much. I only read the headlines. The headlines are the most stressful part. They know you're not going to actually read what was written because then you'll come to a logical conclusion for your own self. Whereas headlines are specifically created so that you keep coming to their website and then you hopefully click the story. They don't think you're going to they actually assume our generation of people in the world that are alive today don't actually take the time to read things anymore. And maybe that's you, and I'm kind of the same way. It's kind of a struggle sometimes to be like, I have to read this content. I don't have time for it. There's so much going on in my life, but I think it's important in a lot of ways. See, when I'm talking about lying or white lies, see, Jack Nicholson said, there are only two people in your life you should lie to, the police and your girlfriend. I don't know if you should lie to your police. Maybe just give the right to remain silent is what I should say. But Joe Biden was asked by national treasure himself, Peter Doocy, about what he promised during the campaign. And then we'll get into on another question by Peter, which was great, about gas, because there's a weird celebration going on around about gas that we'll get to later. And I'm not talking about farting, but let's listen to this clip from Peter Doocy. And don't mind Joe Biden's incredibly sexy voice. Apparently he was sick today, but it's hot. I'm just going to forewarn you. If you have kids that are watching this clip, maybe take them out of the room, because they won't know what happened to mommy or daddy in that moment.
And so on COVID policy, it seems like the administration is starting to soften some of the language. There's this new op-ed where you talk about COVID and we are going to beat it back. Are you no longer going to shut it down?
No, well, we got to beat it back before we shut it down. Look, it's going to take time worldwide. In order to beat COVID, we have to shut it down worldwide. In the United States of America, we're doing everything that needs to be done to take care of the American people within our border.
So Biden, when he was running for president, most popular president ever, 81 million votes, no big deal, said that Donald Trump should be taken out of office, should leave office because of how bad of a job he's done, because of how many people died there. But at the same time now, Joe Biden, more people have died from COVID under Joe Biden than under Donald Trump. But that's not what I'm getting into today. See, we're talking about gas prices. There's like a weird thing going around in the media about, especially on the corporate media side, about inflation being transitory and that gas prices aren't that big of a deal, and there's nothing we can do about gas prices. It's an OPEC thing. Bunny gets asked about gas prices, and this is what his answer is. It's a celebratory answer, and we'll get to why he's celebrating with some cold, hard facts.
This worldwide effort we're leading won't solve the problem of high gas prices overnight. But over the last month, likely due in part to the anticipation of this action, we've seen oil and gas prices out of the wells, oil and gas prices on the wholesale market come down significantly.
Oil and gas prices, according to Biden, have come down significantly over the last month. Now, when politicians use vague terminology such as significantly, the average human being might just breeze right through that. Oh, significantly? Those are good things. It's good. He's working on it. Things are going in his favor. But then there's somebody like me that I love verbiage. I pay attention to verbiage. I like verbiage. I like for nonverbal and verbal communication. And I think it's important to listen and hear and be slow to speak when it comes to politicians, because a lot of them will just say words like that and people will take it for a grain of salt, and CNN will post stories. Gas prices are coming down. Joe Biden's doing everything he can. It's an OPEC thing. There's nothing we can do. He's working on it. It's not like, opening up a pipeline or doing offshore drilling or focusing on America being energy independent and stuff like that. That's not the words coming out of his mouth. He says we're doing everything we can to lower gas prices of stuff that we can't even control. Ergo, there's nothing I can do. At the same time, I'm doing everything I can to make you stop driving your gas-powered vehicle so that you can go onto electric vehicles. That has always been the plan. And you can hear it out of Pete Buttigieg's voice constantly as he's a mouthpiece talking about so let's stop talking about gas prices. Right now, we're going to put in this new plan that there's going to be a $12,500 stipend for anybody buying electric vehicles. So if you're in a rural area, you should do that because you're spending less on gas and all this other kind of bullcrap. They want you to drive electric vehicles. They don't care about the inflation nor gas prices if it means that their agenda is being pushed. See, right here, this is from the DCCC, which is hilarious. The DCCC is committed to electing Democrats to United States House of Representatives. They posted this. Look at this freaking picture. Ridiculous. U.S. gas prices, of all formulations, gas prices, here's November 22nd, 2021. And here is November 29th, 2021. And here it is with this graph. And again, the average person would see this graph and go, great, a graph. And there's a downward slope. That means gas prices are getting better. But the normal human being will look at it and go, wait a minute. What are these freaking numbers on the side? 40 cents, 39, 38. So it's lower 2 cents in the last month. 2 cents. Is that saving you? If you have a gas-powered vehicle, it's 10 gallons. 10 gallons times 2 cents. Imagine the savings. But this is a celebration in a sense for him. Because people aren't taking the time to actually listen to it. I love some of these memes. This meme got me so bad right here. Here's 2 cents. There's another one. Here's 2 cents. Here's George Bush saying, mission accomplished. Here's another meme. Gas finally went down 2 cents. Should we post it? Yes. See, but a lot of people wouldn't know that that's not that big of a deal because they don't take the time to look up how much has it gone down. See, politicians will say whatever they can, whatever they are able to say to make you feel secure and make you feel like you should continue to vote them in office. Biden said things about Trump about him and his handling of COVID that he's done a worse job over. But no one holds him accountable. See, we have a short memory in our society, in our culture, especially with lies. They will just come out and say stuff, change it up the next day, because they expect you not to take the time to actually vet some of the things that he said. That's why he can say silly things like, gas prices have come down significantly. And then if somebody presses down, you mean 2 cents? He's like, they're coming down. And so if they stay with the vague language, always keep your toes on vague language. Wonder, what does significantly mean? What does that mean? Again, part of me, I wish Joe Biden and his policies would just come out and say, you know what? We're cutting down gas in America. We don't want you to drive gas-powered vehicles. We don't want us to rely on oil. And so we're doing everything we can to cut that out. And that's why gas prices are going up, because we're not trying to make it cheaper for you. It would hurt. It would make me angry, but at least he would be telling the truth. Whereas this, a typical politician, he'll push his agenda all the way, and he won't tell you. He'll make it seem like he's playing for both teams so that no one freaks out. This Friday, my encouragement to you is this. Cheers. Good old afternoon cup of coffee. My encouragement to you this Friday, this weekend, whenever you're listening to this, don't be like a politician. Don't do white lies. Maybe to your wife or your girlfriend. Don't do it to the police officer. Don't be like Jack Nicholson. Tell the truth, even if it makes you look bad, even if it makes you look like a terrible human being. Be honest, because it's better to live with integrity than it is to live as a phony and to live as someone who seems fake, unreal, unreliable. See, I have way more respect for somebody when they are caught doing something, or even before they're caught doing something, especially before that. Before you're caught doing something, just come out and tell the truth. Say how it is. Say you screwed up. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with the ones that you love. Be honest with your coworkers. We have a society right now where we encourage each other to point fingers at one another. I didn't do it. She did it. He did it. Even if you're part of the blame. That I know I was a part of it, but he was in charge of it. I want a culture of people that take ownership. Even if you're a part of something, claim it. Yep, I screwed that up. That's my fault. People respect those people way more in the end. People keep those kind of people employed in the end. If you're constantly pointing the fingers and saying it's leadership, it's this, it's that, people don't respect you. To have respect, you need to tell the truth. Because when you tell the truth, people know the real person. People know the real you. Then they don't wonder who you are or question who you are or wondering if you're going to lie the next minute. I remember being young and being nervous about telling the truth, being scared about telling, even as an adult sometimes, where you get caught in something and you're like, shoot. Be honest. Tell your friends who you are. Tell your coworkers who you are. Tell your boss who you are. And especially, again, we live in a society where it's okay to walk into work with a Black Lives Matter mask, but you put on a Trump mask and people lose their freaking minds. Be honest with who you are. Quit hiding who you are. People respect the person that comes out and says who they are more than the person who you wonder what they stand for. That's my encouragement to you this weekend. Be honest. Tell the truth. Don't be like a stupid politician who just rattles off things that they think you want to hear. I don't want to hear things. I want to hear the truth. Love you guys. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the weekend. I don't know if I have any extra stuff coming out. Be sure to tell your friends and family about the Derek O'Shea Show. I hope you enjoy my show. Follow me on all the on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Gab, Minds. I'm on all of them. Follow me on BitChute and Rumble. I don't know if you saw that, but Rumble just went public. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. We're about to find out. Because if it's, that means Google can come in and buy Rumble. So, praise God. Have a great day, everyone. I'll catch you on the next episode of the Derek O'Shea Show.